Martin Gorman. We're here today for the second installment of the difference between orthodontics and natural aesthetic growth and development. We left off over here, and with orthodontics, sometimes they require extractions. And in natural growth and development, there are no extractions of permanent teeth. Why do you need extractions? Because typical orthodontists, they move teeth and there isn't room. So when you don't have room, you take teeth out, you create room, and now you have room. But as we discussed at the last episode of the last segment we did, is that when you're closing the spaces, you're actually moving the teeth in and crowding the tongue and closing and helping close the airway, which is the exact opposite of what you want to do. So what we do, instead of extracting teeth, we have no extractions and we grow the jaws. We grow the jaws by having the tongue work correctly and with appliances to aid the child or the adult in having larger jaws. And as I said previously, larger jaws typically means larger airways. And you can breathe better through your nose. In orthodontic treatment, the vast majority of adults and kids that have ortho end up having to remove their third molars, where in natural growth and development, mostly normal spaces, full wisdom teeth. So you don't have to extract them. If the jaws are large enough, the third molars will erupt in naturally. Now, we know this because when we look at archaeologically, we look at the skulls from 2,000 and 3,000 years ago, or even 300 and 400 years ago. All the teeth are erupted, all 30 teeth are in space, the jaws are large, airways are large, and there's plenty of room for teeth. And today, the exact opposite is in place. And like I said previously, all that is partially due to not nasal breathing, and our oral muscles aren't strong enough to help grow our jaws. So with proper normal growth and development, we end up not having to extract third molars. Next on the list is tendency of relapse and crowding of the teeth in orthodontic treatment. And in natural growth and development, typically there's no relapse and there's plenty of room for the teeth. And the reason is because what we do is address the cause of the problem. And the cause of the problem, as I've been stating, is not nasal breathing and the oral muscles not working correctly. So the oral muscles working correctly and nasal breathing, we end up having the proper harmony between the muscles, like the tongue and cheeks, and the teeth. So they really frame the arch, frame the teeth, and hold them in place. When you're just moving teeth and not directing at the cause of the problem, improper muscle function, that's why you have relapse. Okay? And lastly for today, a typical orthodontist is 2 to 3 years of active braces with lifelong retainer wear. And by lifelong retainer wear, that could be a wire that's bonded behind your upper and lower front 6 teeth to prevent them from moving. If you're having to prevent the teeth from moving back into their improper positions, that means the body is not accepting where you've moved them to, because the muscles don't want them there. So the muscles have to be retrained. And in our aesthetic growth and development, there's 2 years of active appliance, semi-active until growth is complete, but no need for retainers. As I've stated previously, your retention is nasal breathing and proper oral muscle function, which frames the teeth and holds them all in place. Thank you for listening to segment 2. Hope you're having a great day, and we'll see you next time for segment 3.